Hey, what's going down, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for another opposition preview video. Haven't done many of these this season, but we've got one today. It's James from Ball Street. He's a QPR fan. James, how you doing, mate?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. A little bit disappointed with the season. On the other hand, I suspect you're quite happy at the moment after your big win on Saturday.
I think that the word is relief, mate. Massive relief. We'd lost 6 on the bounce after actually winning. I think it was 5 on the bounce before that. Holloway made a hell of a lot of changes, even in that good run as well. And it was getting a bit too close for comfort. But beat Forest. Didn't play great at the weekend, but beat Forest at home, got that win, which the nerves for that game were huge because we were worried about playing you guys in that last game. And I know you've been hit and miss, but you've got a squad there that's really strong. I think you can maybe see a preview from the home game for us. I predicted you guys would win the whole thing at the start of the season. I thought you had a really good squad there, so it must have been it's been frustrating for you as well, I guess. Yeah,
I mean, I know you're a massive Holloway fan. What's the kind of general consensus around Loftus Road, though? Is he still kind of a good man at QPR, you could say?
I think you can't question his integrity in terms of him wanting to do well for QPR. He is a QPR man. I think, like any football club, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, it's dependent on how you look at football now, and the way that people react to it in the world that we live in now. So you see it day in day out on Twitter, how people kind of after one defeat go crazy. We have had 2 runs of 6 losses on the bounce, and when that happens, fans are quick to jump and want someone out, which I think personally, I feel like I'm a realistic guy, but also someone who understands that there is no point in being cynical too much. You've got to try and be optimistic and understand that, especially with QPR this season, is we had a squad there that, if you look at the other squads in the league, it's not that strong. It's not got those huge names, and the players that we have now, we haven't spent a lot of money on. And so because of that, the manager is crucial, but also I think you need an understanding in the fact that there are going to be teams that should really be turning us over. We're not a huge club in this league, certainly anymore. Last time when we went up, you saw that we had those big names, and those big names actually got us over the line and back into the Premier League. But this time we don't have that, and so Holloway was looking to. I think we got us to a point where it looked like we were pretty much safe, and then he's made 37 changes in the last 8 games, which is crazy. It is crazy, and it's too many. But I believe that he's trying to get in place a range of formations that are going to work for us within a game. You look at Spurs at the weekend; they're so fluid in terms of being able to move from one formation to another. And for a team that looked like it was pretty much safe, I think I can see the merit in testing out all these things and also understanding who in your squad is good enough and who in your squad is adaptable and smart enough to play these different ways. Because we're not going to have better players or better names than other teams, but we could be smarter than other teams next season. And so for that, again, that's maybe just me trying to look at Holloway as a guy who's going to do well by us. I can see the merit in that. So I hope we'll find out next year. I hope that kind of comes into fruition. And unlike Arsenal, who try a new formation, and you can see how they struggled with that, by this time, when it comes to October, November, when we do need to switch it up a bit, we'll have players who've done it before in games.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we played, you obviously beat us. I think it was quite near the start of Holloway coming in. We were in the middle of a...
First game, actually, yeah.
Yeah, we were in the middle of a really poor patch, so I think it's going to be different. But what are you expecting coming down to Carrow Road this weekend?
Well, I think I was looking at your stats. I think you're 5th in the Championship table in terms of your home form. I think you've always been very strong at home. And as I say, you've got an all right squad there. But yeah, I think you guys are so hit and miss. Who knows what's going to kind of turn up? I mean, it'd be interesting to know. Yeah, what you'll see with QPR is that there'll be changes. So whatever the team was on Saturday, there'll be more changes.
Yeah.
We're missing Grant Hall, who I believe is when you're in the Championship, you'll notice there's if you're around for long enough, you see players who are lower championship players, players who are solid championship players, players who are playoff players. People like Grant Hall, Luongo. I think Matt Smith to a point. Smithies in goal, definitely. Those guys are playoff players, and Grant Hall is the best of the lot, in my opinion, and allows us. He normally plays. He plays centre back in a 3, and then he's so comfortable on the ball, good enough to. He will come out when we've got the ball and we go to a back 4. Okay. Without him, we've really struggled, and so we won't have him for this game. So I think you've got to be. You probably were favourites regardless, but I think with the confidence that we've got as a team at the moment, I think you'd be even stronger favourites. But I don't know huge about Norwich, apart from the fact that you've kind of just been very, very up and down
this season.
Yeah, I mean, what? So is it the back? It's the defence, isn't it?
Well, I think it's kind of all come to a head after 5 kind of years of poor recruitment, poor off the pitch dealings. We've changed up the whole way we work. We've brought in a sporting director from Huddersfield, Stuart Webber, so we've completely changed everything away from the pitch and on the pitch as well. We've got pretty much the same defence that have got us relegated twice in the last 5 years from the Premier League, so that kind of speaks volumes, I guess. Let's finally get your score prediction then.
Score prediction. Do you know what I'd happily take a draw. Who knows? You never know which Norwich are going to turn up, it seems, this season. So an away win to shut up some of the QPR fans who aren't too keen on Holloway as we head off into the sunset, start next season. I'd love a little cheeky 2-1. We'll definitely concede a goal. But go on, I'll take 2-1 QPR.
A cheeky 2-1. Okay, to shut you up a little bit, I'm going to go for a 4-1 Norwich. I think it's realistic. Anyway, a massive thanks to James. Head over to Ball Street. Links in the description below. And yeah, we will see you on Saturday at Carrow Road.